Right then, lads, welcome back to Kossi's Arsenal podcast. My name is Kossi, back again this early morning with an Arsenal News Now show. And obviously, we're gonna be speaking. We're gonna talk about a report from the Athletic that has suggested that Edu and Mikel Arteta are going to focus on a central midfielder and a centre forward in the coming summer. Now that means Alexander Lacazette is leaving the club on a free. Of course, we know that. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang's future at the club is also in massive doubt as well. Players like Edin Nketiah just survived this window. They should have left, definitely. So who comes in as our striker? Let me know some of the suggestions in the comment box. I want 5 strikers from you that you think should join Arsenal. Don't include Calvert-Lewin because I don't like him. Anyway, the window is open. The door is open. Let me know 5 strikers of your choice in the comments below. Which 5 of them would you love or would you sign if you had the opportunity next summer? Now, the report also includes that Arsenal will go for a central midfielder. Xhaka has just extended his contract. Mohamed Elneny looks like he's set to leave the club. We will get in a new central midfielder in the coming summer. It could be a big one. It could be an interesting one because when you hear Arsenal linked with a midfielder and a striker, you just sense it's going to be a lot of rumors here and there. But before we do that, do smash a like on the video. Do subscribe to the channel as well. And obviously, turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss any story in the comment, on the channel. 44% of you people watching the content have already subscribed. That means around 56 are not yet subscribed. Let's get that done as soon as possible. Let's try to dive into it and let's try to make sense of the Athletics report. Now, they have said that Arsenal is looking to bring in 2 players in the coming summer as priority. We will not bring on, we will not bring in only 2, but it looks like the 2 priority positions to be filled in the next summer is a central striker and a central midfielder. Let's start off with a striker. With Alexander Lacazette leaving the club and Edin Nketiah's future always in doubt, I think he's never gonna get the game time he wants at Arsenal. With that much we know. And the other big story to talk about is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, who's our captain and our main and basic goal scorer, is becoming lazier and lazier and lazier. So many Arsenal fans, apart from me, want him out. I still back up Aubameyang. I still think if we create many chances, if we create more chances for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and probably Alexander Lacazette, we could get something from them, especially this season. So I don't want to see Alexander Lacazette at Arsenal next summer. Time is out. Let him go. We need to bring in fresh legs. But I don't want to lose Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Lacazette out, Aubameyang in. Now, I know this is a very controversial topic that many of you are gonna disagree with me. Many of you are gonna tell me, because look, Lacazette in, Aubameyang out. But for me, I'm the opposite. I still think Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has done it, nailed it at Arsenal, create more chances, and he will score the goals. He is our own Hurricane. He is our own, Kun Aguero. Arsenal's Hurricane, Arsenal's Kun Aguero. That is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Now, Aubameyang staying as striker next season means we will need to get in someone who helps him. We will need to get in someone, who either backs him or actually displaces him, because Aubameyang next season will be in the last year of his renewed contract, because he added 3 years. He has already moved one. He has already traveled through the first year, and this is the second year of his big contract. I doubt Arsenal will give him a contract extension. So if he doesn't leave the club next summer, then he will leave the club the following summer on a free. That's why I think Arsenal will definitely get in a central striker, and definitely. The Athletic are right when they say that Arsenal will actually, be getting in a striker in the coming summer. So, what kind of names would you love to see? What kind of, what kind of format of striker would you want to see? Would you want someone like a Romelu Lukaku? Do you want someone? Because for me, at the end of the day, I still think Arsenal needs someone who's so clinical. It's one thing that has been disturbing the club, especially last season. We needed someone who is clinical to bury the chances. Aubameyang was off form, and Alexander Lacazette scored what he could, but he wasn't that clinical. And we spoke about it all the time. We didn't create enough, and the little we created, we wasted. So I'm looking at players like Alexander Isak. He's one of the players that are topping the rumors and the lists for players that could actually come in and Arsenal as a striker. Alexander Isak. This year is another one, but you know my thoughts on Calvert-Lewin. I don't think he is the striker Arsenal should be investing in. Not really. You're gonna pay a premium because these players are English, especially DCL. He's a striker. If he bangs around 15 goals this season, you're gonna pay in excess of 50 million. And I think we could do better than that with that money. So DCL out of the picture. Maybe Ole Watkins. Maybe players like Ivan Toney. I could try to think about them, but of course, let me know in the comment section which strikers are you looking at. But the Athletic suggesting the Arsenal are definitely going for a striker, a centre forward, and also a central midfielder. Now, for a central midfielder, this is one, a hell of madness I've never seen any club do. Of course, we've seen Manchester United struggle to get in a DM. I think they will do next summer, but they had the opportunity to get in a defensive midfielder last summer. Even this summer, they failed. I think there's so many cheap central midfielders and defensive midfielders on the market that can do for you what you want. The likes of Kupmenes, he was there. The likes of Somare, I think, he would have preferred to come to a club like Arsenal where he's going to get game time. But we didn't try to do that. The likes of Eduardo Camavinga, United could have done that. We could have done that if we were a little bit serious and persuasive, but we failed. Now, with a central midfielder, there's a big question. Do we go back for Houssem Aouar? And I know many Arsenal fans are going to tell me, Kosi, let's end that. And I definitely feel the same way. I just feel like Arsenal should not go back for Houssem Aouar. Not because he's not a good player, but because it's gonna take another transfer time wasted. We're gonna waste a lot of time speaking about Houssem Aouar. We don't know what's gonna come in the next summer, because if he gets a good season, if he gets a very good season, Lyon are going to ask for in excess of 30 million euros. Now, Arsenal, after being told that this summer the player was available for less than 25 million euros, they cannot buy him next summer for in excess of 30 million euros. So, if he gets a very good, season, he's out of the picture. He's out of the picture. And I don't think he will try to join Arsenal after the two disappointments we've given him. We've disappointed him in this summer, but we also disappointed him in the last summer. He thought we were going to go for him. Definitely. That's what he thought. He thought Arsenal are going to come for me. They will come for me. They will sign me. We tried and we failed. So I don't think Houssem Aouar should be our priority, but I think central midfield is gonna be a priority this season. It's gonna be a big priority. Xhaka is, of course, it's gonna fill in there. It's gonna fill in there, and we all know, not good enough, but he's all we've got. If Partey can play with Aubameyang Lokonga, that would make more sense. And actually, it will actually open more opportunities for us now, going forward. But at the end of the day, we will need a central midfielder. And the Athletic coming out and saying that Arsenal will now look at a central midfielder and a central striker, they're just spot on. They're looking at our two priority areas this season, and they should be our priority areas next summer. Apart from a central midfielder and a central striker, which other positions do you think Arsenal should be looking at in the next summer? I think we'll go for we will go for a goalkeeper. I still think we'll go for a goalkeeper. Leno might leave. Inter Milan are interested, and a couple of other clubs. So I think if Leno leaves the club, then we will go for a goalkeeper as well. It looks like it's gonna be an interesting one. If only we don't go in for the young players, because for a central midfielder you need someone who's around 24-25. A striker, you need someone who's around 24-26. That will actually make more sense. I'll speak to you in the next one.